Hi everyone, this is Professor Mukhtar Abbasi, and today's topic I am going to discuss on is number and genders of personal pronouns. The personal pronoun has two numbers, singular and plural, and it has different genders that we will be learning. So let us start with the number of the pronoun. If your noun is plural, so to replace it you will use plural pronoun. If your noun is singular, to replace it you will use singular pronoun. Or if you remember from my previous lecture that pronoun must agree with its antecedent in number. What is antecedent? I have already talked about it in my last lecture. If you want to know about an antecedent, please watch that video. For now, let us understand what is number of pronoun. My first example is students are busy in study. Here the noun is students and its number is plural, right? So the grammar says that in place of the plural noun you will have to use plural pronoun. So don't disturb them. I have replaced students with the word them, and them in English grammar is a plural noun. Second example is Anaya is angry because she has not got her present. Anaya in this sentence is singular noun and I have substituted it with singular pronoun, that is she. She in English grammar is a singular pronoun, and again I have used her, which is the possessive case that I will be talking about later, and her is also used for singular nouns, so I have replaced Anaya with her. In nouns, we learned that their plural is made by adding s, es, ves and other rules. If you want to know the rules of nouns, that how they are made plural, please watch my video that in which I have discussed the rules of pluralization. For now, the plural of pronoun is made in quite a different way. There is no s or es or ies or ves or apostrophe s system in pronouns. For example, if I have pronoun that is I and I is singular and I want to make its plural, so plural of I is we. You is singular, its plural is you. He is singular and its plural is they. She is used for singular and its plural form is they. It is singular and its plural form is they. So you saw that we didn't make the plural of any singular pronoun by adding s or es, but there are already set plurals for the singular pronouns. Now let me bring new thing to you. Maybe you don't know about this thing, that normally people think that they is always used for singular, plural, but let me tell you that they can also be used sometimes for singular. And what are those cases? Let us talk about them. They used as singular pronoun when gender of noun unknown. Mostly that happens in the modern language. In past, in old English, usually he was used, but in modern English people prefer to use they when the gender of the noun is not known. For example, if I say, if anyone comes, tell him I am busy, that is actually the past expression. But today, from the safe side, people prefer to use they in place of it. So they usually say, if anyone calls, If anyone calls, tell them I am busy. Not tell him, but tell them, because you can see that they is also the plural of he, and they is also the plural of she, and they is also the plural of it. If I am saying tell him I am busy, I am making gender discrimination, and in some word it is a crime in UK, that when you are making gender discrimination. The other use of they in the sense of singular is that when the noun is non-binary. This is actually a moderate term. There are some people who are neither male nor female. So a very moderate term for them is non-binary. So usually students ask from me, said, what should we use for the people who are non-binary? So the answer is we can also use they in place of them. So for the non-binary we also use they. So I think I made it clear that what is singular and what is plural pronoun. Now let us talk about the genders of the pronoun. You know, the pronoun is used in place of noun, and noun has gender systems. We learned in our last video. But pronoun has also 4 genders. And I am here talking about the personal pronouns, because my present topic is personal pronouns. So personal pronoun has also 4 genders, that is masculine gender, and that is he; feminine gender, that is she; neuter gender, and that is it; and common gender, that is I, we, you, they, and it. What I mean that if you have a noun and you want to specify their gender, there are some nouns, their gender is clear from their names. If I say man, gender is very much clear. So of course in place of man I will use he. If I say woman, its gender is quite clear, and I will use she. So if the gender is neuter, so I will use it, unless I do not focus on the gender. If I say baby, I have no idea, or no one has the idea whether I am talking about a male or female baby, because my focus is not on the gender but simply a name. So in that case, neuter gender we use it. Then we have also common gender, and common gender we also talked about in the noun, certain names that may be given to male, may be given to female at a time, like teacher, student, doctor, engineer, driver. So these are common nouns or common genders, and in place of the common genders we use also common gender pronoun. And what do I mean by that? For example, I have I, which is a common gender; we, common gender; you, common gender; they, common gender; it, common gender, as I earlier mentioned the example of baby. So for example, there is a male, he will use for himself I am a boy. If there is a girl, the girl will also say that I am a girl. So common gender means the pronoun that a male or female both can use for themselves. So we is also the same case. You, if you are a female, I will say you; if you are a male, I will also use you in place of you. Now in the last, I hope I made clear the gender system in pronoun, and they have also some special uses. That will be my upcoming video, and in that video there are certain technical terms, so I would like to define it here so that you can understand that particular thing in my upcoming video. That is, in English grammar, certain pronouns are used in the generic sense, and I will be using that term in my upcoming videos when I will talk about the general use of these pronouns. So what is the generic use of pronouns. So let us understand it. Often noun or pronoun or some other words, articles too, used to talk about people or things in general. Please mark, this is actually the thing that we need to focus on. People in general, not a specific person or object. Sometimes we generalize things. We do not address to a particular person, but we generalize things. So in that case, we use the term or whatever, whether it is a noun, whether it is a pronoun, then that particular use of noun or pronoun is called the generic use of them. Let us understand them through example. You never know what will happen tomorrow. Now, the sentence means you means I, you, he, she, it. Here I am making a general statement that if I substitute this word, no one knows. I can say that thing, and no one, not a particular person I am talking about. So you never know what will happen tomorrow. Here you is not used as a second person to replace the person I am addressing to, but I am making things generalization. And British formal English, the word one is also used. This is called indefinite pronoun. I will be talking about in my coming lectures. One should always be polite to others. Here one means you, me, he, she, it, and everyone. So here one is used in the sense of generic, or it's one is used in the generic use. These are the two examples of the pronoun, and let us see how nouns are used. The lion is a brave animal. So I'm not talking about any particular lion or a specified lion that is before me. Here I am using the word lion in general, means any lion. When I say the lion is a brave animal, means any lion is a brave animal. A teacher should be patient. Here I am not talking about only me or some other teacher. Here I am making a general statement that anyone who does the work of teaching, they should be patient. So a teacher should be patient. So generic use of noun or pronoun is that in which we do not specify a person, but we generalize a thing. I hope you learned what I was trying to explain, but if still you have any question, you are welcome to ask in the comment section. I will try to reply you as soon as possible. Until my next video, bye bye.